What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Auto Auction Rebuilds. Today we're back with, I've got two abandoned Geo Metro LSI convertibles, both 3 cylinders, and I'm hoping that out of the 2 cars we can make one. So here we are. I don't even know the year of this one, guys. This has obviously been abandoned for a very long time. There is a lot wrong with this car. The lights are oh look, there's bugs crawling out of it. The headlights are broken. The bumper is torn up. The fender's messed up. Yeah, I don't think there's a single, yeah, look at this. All of the tires and wheels are completely flat. This one is a 1991 Geo Metro, and I can't remember what I paid for it, guys. It's been a while, but I think I put maybe a $250 bid on this, and I won it. And the other one was like $125, and I won it. I figured out of 2 cars, hopefully I can make one work. If you missed the first video of this, well, then you missed where it actually fired up on its own. I was shocked. This thing is full of dirt, dead vegetation. I mean, this thing's obviously just been sitting for years, abandoned, outside, in the wilderness, and it fired up. Now, there were a few people that said that that was fake, that it didn't really happen that way. I must have put some work into it first. Guys, take a look at this car. I'm still pulling out the original battery. I just got this out today. I don't need to lie to make video content, okay? It's not necessary. This is just one of those very strange and rare deals where, I mean, look at the spider webs under the hood. I suppose maybe I made those too, right? I didn't, guys. Literally threw a jump start on it, said, let's see what it'll do, and it fired up. I mean, look, there's even, look at all the leaves in the transmission here. Just everything on this thing's just begging to catch on fire is what's going on here, guys. This thing is in rough shape. So the goal today, since we got it running, I think we need to get a fresh battery. There's no way that battery's coming back to life, guys. That's not going to happen. All 4 tires are flat, and these are off of the rims. So, I mean, yeah, they're done. Now, I did buy a brand new set of tires from tires-easy.com. Not sponsored, but I had a lot of people tell me you'll never find the tires for this car because they don't exist. And you're right. It is very difficult to find the tires for this car, but I found them on tires-easy.com. I swear by them. I use them. Tires are cheap. They get delivered quickly, and they have pretty much everything you need. Boy, more bugs. Great. This thing's going to be... this is going to be fun. The tire size for this is supposed to be 165/65/13. So that's what I got for it. Now we need to get it up in the air. We need to get these wheels off. We're going to throw them. Hopefully they'll all fit in the back of the 57 Chevy. We're going to go down to Walmart. We're going to pay them to throw on a brand new set of tires. We'll try to pick up a brand new battery. And as soon as we can get all that done today, we're going to attempt to clean it up a little bit. Not much, just clean it up enough, vacuum out the interior, vacuum out under the hood, enough so it doesn't catch on fire. We're gonna try to take this thing on the 10-mile drive. All right, we got the car up in the air. It's on jack stands. We got all 4 wheels off. We've got the new tires sitting over here. I don't even know what these are. These are Elegant. They're called Elegant Petlas, Petlas, 165/65/13. Not bad for about $45 a tire. We've emptied all of our gas cans, which all had different levels of gas. We've put fresh fuel into this. So all the gas in here is fresh. These are all empty. The battery's going with us. All the wheels and tires are going with us. Hopefully we can fit all this in the back of the 57 Chevy. It's a Saturday. I think Nick wants to go for a ride in 57 anyway.
Yeah, I think so.
You gonna drive it?
No.
You're not driving it?
I got my permit on me.
Well, that's okay. I'll vouch for you. No, you don't want... That's all right. When we get back, as long as everything goes well, we'll try to do some very light cleaning. We're going to do a transformation video. That was Nick's idea. We're going to do a transformation video, probably the next one, assuming this one makes it 10 miles up the road and back. 5 miles up the road, 5 miles back, 10 miles total. We'll come back. We'll really try to clean it up, pressure wash it. I mean, try to make it look like a decent car. And then if everything looks like it's going well, we may go ahead and pull the front end off of this, probably take that fender, the headlights, signals, bumper, the hood, and swap it out for the white one. I'm still on the fence about trying to get the white one running and driving. It looks like somebody got in there and actually messed with a bunch of wires. It may be something I'm willing to mess with, but for right now, I'm looking at it as a parts car to bring this one back to life, because this is the spec I want. It's this three-cylinder manual transmission, and it's got air conditioning. Guys, these cars, these little 3-cylinders, they don't have but maybe 55 horsepower, but they get like 50 miles at 50 miles a gallon. I'm not kidding. That's like Prius fuel economy right there. 50 miles a gallon in a little convertible, man. That's another thing. We've got to try to lower this top and clean all this stuff out, because the only way to drive this car when we go to take it on its little road test here is with the top down. You agree?
Yeah.
All right, let's go get the 57. Let's see if we can fit all of this stuff into the trunk. Hell, I think we could fit the entire Geo in the trunk of the 57, honestly.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, probably so. All right, guys, let's head down to Walmart. All right, guys, we got the 57 loaded up. We did fit everything in it. It didn't fit as good as I hoped it would. You know, part of the problem is this dadgum CD player that I don't use is taking up a lot of space. Like, this really needs to go. But anyway, we got 1, 2, 3, and then the fourth wheel I fit in the little cubby hole that was designed for this car's factory spare. We got 1, 2, 3 gas cans and a battery. Now, the only question is it going to close? Let me make sure I got I don't see the key. Let's make sure I didn't lose the key. We threw the tires back here, and they fit. They're brand new. They're not going to mess anything up. So we got a full set of tires back here. We got a wasp trying to get onto me right there. Let's make sure I got this key. I don't. Oh, it's over here. We got the electric lawnmower charging up. Nick, I think you can close the garage door and meet me back out here. If this closes, we're good. Well, there we go. All right. This is something you don't see every day. Somebody loading up a bunch of wheels and tires for a Geo Metro into their nice 57 Chevy and then hitting the road. Fire the old girl up. Might as well get gas for this too while we're out there. Off camera, I adjusted the idle fuel mixture. I also readjusted the timing. She seems to be a lot happier now, but I haven't actually taken it on a road trip since I did all that, so this will be the first one. You sure you don't want to drive, Nick?
Yeah, I'm sure.
All right. Well, let's go down to Walmart, and then you want to get some lunch?
Yeah, I'm
hungry. I'm starving. All right, we'll drop these tires off, get a battery, and then we'll go grab something to eat.
Sounds good.
And we'll go back to Walmart, and hopefully we can take this car on a 10-mile ride today. And just like that, guys, the day is over, and I didn't even have time to get anything done, man. It's 5:16, Walmart. Let me tell you something. I'm about to invest in my own tire machine, my own tire changing machine, my own tire balancing machine, because this is ridiculous. I paid Walmart $104 plus tax to mount and balance these 4 tires. It took them almost 4 hours to get it done, guys. Absolutely insane. Completely ruined the rest of my day, so now I won't be able to get anything else done here today. But the good news is we got the tires. I got some antifreeze because looks like the old engine here doesn't have any in it. That's a little on the concerning side. See, if you look down in there, there's nothing. She's dry as a bone in there. So we did get a new battery as well. That was only $69. A Everstart Value 26. So not to worry. The video is not going anywhere, guys. As soon as I snap my fingers, well, next time, we're going to come right back. We're going to get these tires on, battery installed, antifreeze, try to suck up some of the stuff on the interior, drop the top, and see if we can't take this car that's obviously been abandoned in a field somewhere for its first drive. And we're going to do a doozy, man. We're going to do approximately 10 miles. If it'll make it. If not, I guess we're going to be stranded on the side of the road in the middle of nowhere. See, just like that. In the snap of a finger, we're back with the Metro. All right, so I guess I should probably get these tires put on, probably get this battery put in, and then I need to, actually, before I put the battery in, I should probably go through all of this with a shop vac, which I have over here, and try to clean some of this up. Oh, there are ants everywhere. Wow. Okay. Is this a cruise control box? Does this have cruise control? What is... This doesn't have cruise. It does. This even has cruise control. Well, there's a spring disconnected here. I wonder what that goes to. Huh. Interesting. This little car actually has a lot going for it, guys. Assuming that something isn't severely mechanically damaged on it. Why don't we try putting some some coolant in the old girl, because that's my first concern, is that it doesn't seem to have any coolant in it. Or if it does, I can't see any. So let's just pour some in, see how much it takes. Uh-oh. There it is. Thirsty little honey badger, aren't you? Wow, there we go. It's a tiny radiator, guys. So I'm a little surprised that it held so much. But it appears to be full now. So we'll go ahead and cap that off, lock that down. And this is completely empty as well. I mean, dry as a bone. This thing had no coolant in it at all. I'm doing my best to, whoops, Bluetooth not spill anything here. Let's go ahead and just overfill it. There we go. Perfect. So at least now we know it has coolant. Oop, ooh. Did that? No, it's fine. It's perfectly fine. All right, guys, let me get these wheels on, a battery in, and then we'll start the cleanup process. Alright, so we got the tires on, we got the battery installed, I vacuumed out everything that I could in the engine bay. This needs a heavy degreasing. We filled it up with coolant, and now it's time to find out if it's going to start, which, oops, keep forgetting that doesn't work. And then I think we need to do just a quick vacuum. I'm not going to do a detail on this right now, but we need to at least vacuum all of the stuff that's in here out. And try to get this convertible top down, which means we got to pull this out. What else? We got this back here too. I have no idea what this even, a cooler lid is my guess. Let's take these things out. Toss them to the side. I don't want to have that top up if I can help it. There we go. Okay, let's make sure it starts with its own battery. Oh, the key's already on. Oops. A little bit of squeaking. That's new. It wasn't squeaking yesterday. There it goes. There we go. And then the convertible top. You push and pull. Oh, wow. There we go. Hey. Do we have a... Oh, wait. We don't have lights, do we? Well, sort of. We have parking lights. This thing, I don't know. Could it really have only 51,000 miles on it? It's possible. It's got half a tank of gas. It actually sounds good. It does not sound too bad, guys. I mean, it's not very pretty, but at least she runs. Starts up on her own with her own battery. Oop, horn. Yeah, even the horn works, guys. That's e-brake seems to work. This thing is so... Yeah, we got some work to do in here, guys. Oh, look, floor mats. Because that was really helping this car out, wasn't it? Yeah. Okay. Let me... Oh, wow, that smells awful. Let's try to drop this top real quick. And we'll go from there. Actually, I think first, before I try to drop the top, let me get down in here and suck out all this vegetation with the shop vac. I can't even believe how much junk is down in here, guys. It is so bad in this trunk. I'll be surprised if there's not something living back here that's going to come running out at us. It is just full. Look at this, full of dead vegetation and garbage. Well, here's all the stuff that the vacuum couldn't suck up. some kind of plastic caps. I assume that's probably part of the interior. I don't know what the rest of this is. I have no idea. Some safety glasses, Sonic cups, leaves. Guys, I must have sucked up a ton of leaves. I'll be surprised if this thing isn't almost full right now from just the leaves that I sucked up from the back. Look at this. Wow. I told you, man. Legit, this car had been sitting outside for a long time. How it managed to start up and run is still beyond me. If it was a running and driving car, why would somebody have parked it and just left it to rot in a field somewhere? I don't get that. That is beyond me. Oh, wow. See, I'm not trying to do like a full cleanup on this car right now, but if I'm going to be going down the road, you know, assuming maybe this car will do 65 miles an hour. Oh, wow. Yeah. Come on. Oh, that doesn't sound good. Assuming that this car may attempt anyway to do 65 miles an hour, the last thing I want is all of this blowing all over me while I'm trying to drive. Look at this. Oh, my goodness. Dashboard covered in leaves. This is bad, guys. This is, oh, hey, one of the old school Geo hubcaps. That's probably worth a small fortune on eBay today. This car really, the more I look at it, the less, oh, absolutely horrible it seems. It's not great, but it's definitely something that I think would clean up. I don't know, what is this, a cake pan? Good Lord, you never know what you're going to find in these things. Give me a few minutes. Let me suck all this stuff up. Because like I said, I don't want to be going down the road and having this stuff blowing in my face. So I'm really surprised at how well the passenger side cleaned up with nothing more than vacuuming. Take a look at the difference in the seats. I mean, yeah, it's still disgusting. But, and look back here. Take a look at this seat. And look at that other door panel. I got most of the leaves out of the dashboard. This thing might actually, well, I won't say it. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but it might actually clean up halfway decent. Well, now that we've gotten years of dead vegetation out from under the hood and out from the cabin, cleaned up the windshield, put coolant in it, new tires, new battery, cleaned out all these leaves, I almost think the old girl may be ready for her first drive. What do you think, guys? I need to go grab a plate to make her legit. Does it have screws in here already? Yep, and they're painted yellow. So let me go get a plate for this thing and cross your fingers, guys, because we're going to try to take this thing out on a 10-mile ride after being abandoned for years and years. Well, it is that time. It is time to see if this car is going to make it or not. I'm going to be honest with you, I don't have high hopes for this car. I don't. And I'm having such a difficult time, even if it makes it. That white one, neither one of these are in good shape, but the white one, compared to this one, is in so much better shape than this. But this one has the manual transmission. Like, this would be the spec, if I was going to have one, that I'd want. Ideally, I'd have one a lot nicer than this. And after cleaning up the floors, this is not 58,000 miles. It's definitely 151,000 miles. Oh boy. And let's reset the trip. Oh, it doesn't work. That's fine. Nope, the trip does nothing. We have no warning lights on the dash though. Oh boy. I'm assuming that's reverse. I honestly don't remember. Yes, it is. All right, well, off we go. First drive. Brakes, yes, that's important. Let me close up this garage and let's see what happens. Now, back in the day, these cars got like 50 miles a gallon. No joke, they were extremely fuel efficient. And the old girl runs pretty good, man. Idle's a little high. It's running about, hell, I don't know, 2,000 RPM, but engine's got a little tapping noise going on. No big deal. Signals? Oh, no, we have no signals? No? Oh, that's nice. That's perfect. Well, here we go. Clutch is good. Shift's all right. Ooh. Actually drives great. I'm very surprised. Listen, if you needed a legitimate beater, this car is it right here. Just leave the top down, get that windshield replaced. I mean, we're cruising right about 45 miles an hour. We'll find out if the odometer works or not. I'm in third gear. Don't worry, we're gonna get her up to speed here in a minute. Hopefully the temperature starts coming up. Okay, here we go, 65. This is where I get really nervous, guys. Let's just do it. Let's do it. 50, 55, 60. Come on. 55. 60. Oh boy. There we go. 60. And 65. We are officially going the speed limit. Oh wow, this is really bad. The amount of things flying around inside this car. I'm glad I got glasses on. I can't believe she's going the speed limit. We are doing highway speeds. We're doing 70. What? What do you think the chances are that the cruise control works? I'm going to turn on the cruise. Let's see. No, cruise control does not work. Oh, I'm eating all kinds of crap. Take a look at this car, guys. This is what I live for, honestly. Finding these old junkers that have been forgotten about. Putting them back together and getting them back on the road again. This car barely has enough horsepower to get itself up a hill here. But I mean, it's not doing too bad. We are cruising between 60 and 65 miles an hour in a car that looks like it has been sitting outdoors in the weather for many, many years. Now, one thing I forgot is that this car has 5th gear overdrive. I was in 4th gear. I totally forgot there was a 5th gear to this car. And now we're cruising at 70 with no issue at all, man. 5th gear, she is doing great. A lot of stuff flying around in here still, but 70 miles an hour. Not bad for a car that's been parked for a long time. You know the routine. We're going to get it up to the 5 mile mark. We'll get out, pop the hood, check the engine, look for smoke, look for fire, things of that nature. And then we'll turn the old girl around and see if she makes it back home. Looking at the temperature gauge, it's good. It's nice and cool. Fuel still looks good. The odometer is working. And there are no warning lights on the dash at all. She's pretty rough, guys. I don't know if this is a car that will ever be worth actually trying to rebuild and put back together and make it nice again. But if you ever just needed a beater, this is the one. Replace the windshield, tape a window into that convertible top, and just drive the hell out of it. We made it to the 5 mile mark. It does suck that the signals don't work. I don't know where the hazards are up there. They don't work. The lights, parking lights seem to work. Let's, I still don't see any warning lights on the dash. It's idling about 1,500 RPM, which is obviously too high. There's probably a set screw on something this old that you can change the RPMs. All right, let's take a look, see if anything is on fire. No? It smells funky though. Oh, that smells less than good. But I mean, nothing is on fire. Everything seems to be all right. Nothing down here to really be concerned about. Yeah, no smoke. I don't see any leaks. Nice pressure on the cooling system. It's nice and warm. Guys, coolant is still full. Whoa, there went some leaves. The cooling fan just kicked on. That's probably the first time a cooling fan has been on in many, many years. Not bad. Not bad at all. Let's make sure that stays closed. The last thing I want is for that hood to find its way open when I'm going 65 miles an hour. So here it is out in the sun. Take a look. Oh yeah, take that all in, guys. That's I don't even know what to say. It's something. I like the wheels. The wheels are interesting, better than hubcaps. We might just be able to give this thing a pressure wash in another video, clean it up, maybe clean up the interior some, trying to make it look a little better. But I'm still just undecided on whether or not I want to start scrapping that white car for parts for this one. I just don't know, guys. Fender, hood, headlights, corner lights, bumper. I mean, we'd really start ripping that car apart. And once you start, there's really no going back. Or is this car even worth bothering with? I mean, the fact that it runs is great, but that doesn't really mean much. You know what I mean? Lots of cars run. That doesn't mean they should be on the road. This one, however, I mean, it's doing everything it's supposed to do. It's actually not that bad. You clean this thing up a little bit, it might actually turn out to be a decent little beater. Well, back on the road again. She shifts great. The clutch is strong. Engine sounds healthy. And it gets up to speed. For a car that only has like 55 horsepower, from a 1.0 liter 3-cylinder, it really gets down the road just fine. It isn't like super slow like you would think. It's geared right. It really is. It's geared right. You can get out of your own way with no trouble in this car. It gets up to speed just fine, handles the road nicely. It's not a bad little car to drive. This is my first time driving one of these Metro convertibles. And surprisingly, it handles well. The suspension feels nice. Even in an old abused car like this, I feel very comfortable driving down the highway at highway speeds. Looks like we're gonna make it back, guys. The car did absolutely great. By the way, the brakes don't pulsate. They don't vibrate. The brakes are nice and smooth. Again, I can't understand why somebody, even if the car was a beater at the time, you know, the front bumper is messed up and the hood, it was still a running and driving car when this thing was left abandoned. And I just can't understand why somebody would take a perfectly good car and just dump it and let it rot into the ground like they did with this one. I'm gonna park it out front here next to, well, next to some more hoopties that I have. And I guess I got some thinking to do. Oh, it's surging. RPM surge. There it goes. RPM's way too high. It's sitting close to 2,000 RPM now. What is this, cup holders? Oh my goodness. Wow, okay. Ashtray. All right, well, I mean, she made the trip. Gauges still look good. It's running fine. I just don't know what to do with this car next. No matter what happens next, though, we took something that was left abandoned and pretty much worthless, and we turned it into something that runs and drives, which honestly makes me quite happy, regardless of whether we go any further with this car or not. There will definitely be another video because we are going to pressure wash this thing. We're going to try to clean it up and, I mean, see, I don't know what we can expect from it, but we're going to try to, you know, clean it up some, get the interior cleaned up as well, and just see how this car comes out when it's detailed. I think it's going to look a whole lot better, but at the end of the day, it's like 150,000 mile Geo Metro. there's only so much we're going to be able to do to this one. So if you're interested in that video, stick around because it's coming. Definitely do me a favor, comment below and tell me what you think. Should we start tearing this car apart to put parts on that one? Well, see, we've got some of the same problems here. Corner light's busted, so we'll need another one of those anyway. Headlight, at least the headlight's good, the hood's good. The bumper is mostly good. It's a little torn up. I would really like to just see this one running. That would be ideal, is if we could get both of these cars running and driving, that would be great. But again, this is another one that it's just, I don't know. Cleaning it out, cleaning it up, sure. Getting it running, maybe, depending on how much that's going to cost. But at the end of the day, guys, I don't think either one of these cars are ever going to be worth much of anything. They'd probably be great parts cars. Other than that, though, these things are just left out for too long. And unfortunately, I think a lot of the damage is just done. So leave your comments below. Tell me what you guys think. And I think next, yes, ooh, boy, this one's real rough, guys. This one's way rougher than that one. So, does this have air conditioning? It does, and it has an air conditioning belt, so it's got AC. Same 3-cylinder. This is the automatic variety. I've got 3 tires with air, and I think there's a spare in the trunk there that we could use. So we might be able to get 4 tires on this. We just got to figure out why it doesn't start. You put the key in, you put the battery in and everything, you turn the key, it doesn't even make any attempt. It's like something's not connecting to the starter there. So stay tuned. We'll come up with another video on this one. And coming up soon, I know a lot of you have been waiting for this car, I think it's a 2009, sorry, 09 Crown Victoria Police Interceptor. Actually a pretty good looking car as far as police interceptors go from this generation. This actually looks pretty decent. It's got some dings and the paint's coming off in a few places, but honestly, overall, nice car, good tires, pretty cool, in my opinion. A great burnout machine, if nothing else. Flood car, I got this for next to nothing. I'll have to look up and find out what I paid for it. It probably wasn't more than $300, maybe $400 for this car. Supposedly, it has a locked up engine, and I'm gonna let you guys in a little secret. I tried to start it. It is a locked up engine. It is absolutely 100% a locked up engine. I got the battery in the house. I'm trying to bring it back to life. I don't think that's gonna happen. My guess on this one is that somebody drove it through a, dang, that doesn't want to come off, does it? Somebody, I bet, drove through a puddle and sucked up a bunch of, how does this come off? Am I doing it the wrong way? Dang it, Ford. Ugh. There it goes. Jeez Louise. Yeah. This is how I know that this filter was wet. Number one, it's got grass and stuff in it. But number two, do you see how it's bent? Do you see how this metal portion has been bent upwards? Well, when it was wet, the engine was sucking so hard, it bent that metal. You can even see some of there's like little sticks and debris in here. She definitely sucked up water, guys. Now, the good news is the oil on this looks good. It's clean-ish. It's full. It doesn't look like it has any water in the oil. So I'm thinking it's probably just hydrolocked. Guys, I don't think this engine is totally shot. I think if we can get in here, we're gonna need to pull out all 4 of the coils, take off this air cleaner assembly, this air intake tube, take out the 4 coils, 4 spark plugs, then come over to the other side and do the same. Another 4 coils, another 4 plugs. I'm hoping that we might be able to bring this one back to life because it looks like before the incident, this thing was probably in pretty decent shape, guys. I mean, someone kept good tires on it, and although the interior is a little dirty, it's not too bad. The interior does smell kind of funky as well. It's definitely not perfect. And as far as miles go, not a clue because the odometer is not on. It's got an Alpine head unit in it. And I did get all the windows down. I'm trying to get that horrible smell out of here. So this one is coming soon. In fact, if you guys are lucky, this one may be coming to you guys tomorrow. So do me a favor, if you enjoy these types of videos, hit the thumbs up button and let me know. Consider subscribing to the channel if you're not already subscribed. And until next time, stay safe out there, everybody. I look forward to seeing you all again very soon in the next one.